Well, the Reds had already lost 8 in a row earlier this year, so, you know, an 8-game slide is no big thing. But losing 9 in a row, St. Louis trying to make it happen in Synergy tonight. Chris Rietsma with a little record of his own in the third. His first career double, and meat will not leave him hanging there on second after that one. A 2-bagger of his own. Reds are on the board. It's 1-zip. The Cards would get it back, though, in the fourth. Albert Pujols having a monster year, and this is a monster shot. First one over the black monster in center. All tied at 1-2-1 Cards. First and third, the ninth. Junior bouncer to Vina. Knocks heads with Guerrero. Ball goes to right. Pokey scores. Guerrero called out but awarded second for interference. All tied at 2. La Russa protests the game. In the 10th, Bonilla to first. Casey Lewis plays it. Renteria comes around to score. They add one more. It's 4-2 over, right? Todd Walker doesn't think so. That baby is gone. Back within 1. Kelly Stinnett pinch hitting. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Ah, goodbye. We're tied at 4. In the 10th, Pokey deep to center, and Edmonds thinks that's the inning. Lance Davis pinch running, tagging and turning. Not a good idea. Reds blow another chance. In the 11th, Junior going deep the other way. Did he? This baby's off the wall into the corner. Oh, he couldn't, could he? Junior rounding for the inside the park home run. Safe, and the Reds win it in 11, 5-4. All right.
But on this night, the Reds-Cardinals pushed everything aside. It was as strange as you've seen all year. Let's get right to the highlights. And, of course, St. Louis riding that 11-game winning streak. And Tony says, good to have you back, big fella. J.D. Drew's in the lineup. Albert Pujols has been there, done that. 29th of the season, 434 feet. He's the first man to hit over that black monster. We never thought that could happen. Tied at 1, Drew. Chris Rietsma. You don't want to go there. Redialed in his 22nd of the season. The Cardinals got a 2-1 lead. Let's go to the 8th because it started getting interesting, Buck. 2 outs, Gene Steckschulte, the Cardinals' 4th pitcher of the game.
Well, here he's facing Ruben Rivera. It's one thing to make a lot of pitching changes, and it makes it all work out if the guys do their job when they came in. Dave Veras, single here to Walker. They'll make another change here. Bring in Klein, face Adam Dunn. Gets the job done. Klein just had an outstanding year for St. Louis.
Bottom of the 9th, the 7th pitcher is Mike Timlin. 2-1 Cards. Oh, my goodness. The slow roller found Wilton Guerrero and Fernando Vina meet at the same time. Guerrero got out on the force at second, but Vina was down, and Tony La Russa, he comes out to argue.
Well, let's start with this premise. Guerrero has no idea what he's doing. I mean, you know, if he makes the right play, he stops. But Buck, I mean, to me, that could have been called a double play.
Well, the umpire's view there is that he had a chance to feel the ball before contact was made. Very close. Now the ball's by him. They end up calling interference on Vina and giving him second base. Really strange play.
Vina's been used to getting knocked around in a play like this. Don't forget Albert Bell back in June of 1996.
I never figured out what was wrong with that play. What's the difference between that and the catcher trying to block the play? I can't understand what they found wrong with that play.
All right, let's get back to the game. So what happened was the man was on second. There was no out recorded. 2-2 game. This now in the 10th, the ground ball. The first. Sean Casey can't come up with it. Perry Robinson scores. Cardinals go up by a score of 3-2. 4-2, Andy Bennis, the 8th and final. You gotta be kidding me. Todd Walker. Shoes are overrated. It's 4-3 Cardinals. Later in the 10th, Bennis facing Kelly Stinnett. They had no one left. Bennis was your final. He gives up this shot to Kelly Stinnett. Open the door to the doghouse. We're tied at 4. Still 1 out in the 10th. Dennis Reyes, the pitcher's forced to hit.
Well, you got to respect his speed.
And they hurry the throw. Reyes was out by 10 feet if he got it up.
This was a strange game.
Here's Pokey Reese with 1 out. The pinch runner's Lance Davis on second. Remember, 1 out. Now 2 outs. Jimmy.
Jimmy.
2 outs, Jim. And Davis tagged and said, I'm going to make it to, whoa, get back.
Keep in mind, Griffey's on deck here with 2 outs.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Deader than Julius Caesar. So the 10th is over with Junior in the on-deck circle. Now to the 11th. Junior, Bennis, straight away, left center field, and Edmonds is...
That's a
ball hit
catchable
at the bottom of the fence. That ball should have been caught.
He kicked it into the corner. Griffey kicks it into overdrive. This may be an inside the park runoff home run. So The Reds win it 5-4 in a bizarro game.
Keep in mind, this game was protested by Tony La Russa. Be interesting to see. You cannot protest judgment by an umpire, but you can protest their interpretation of a rule.
And that goes back to the Vina-Guerrero incident, which seemed like it happened in the first inning, but obviously it was late in the game.
6 relievers to get 9 outs is what Tony tried to do in this game.
Yeah, 7 2/3 they had, and then they really deep into it. So it's the Reds ending that Cardinals winning streak. 5-4 your final score. If there's any good news, it's the return of Drew, who goes deep. But Bennis, move over, because also joining him in that doghouse is going to be Jim Edmonds. Ken Griffey on his 3rd inside the park home run.
On that play, when did you think you might have a shot at making it all the way around?
When I slid in the home. When he said safe, I was like, okay, it's over. But I mean, it was a lot of fun to be a part of this. You know, guys battled back, got to back-to-back home runs to tie it. Had some weird plays. Almost a sacrifice score from second, things like that. And, you know, but it was just, you know, everybody hung in there. And
to go under the knife for the Reds this year, Justin Atchley had shoulder surgery today. He's going to be ready for spring training. Jose Acevedo kind of hoping he was ready for the Cardinals tonight. He only had 2 bad innings. The first, Craig Paquette, gone, 1-zip. Next batter, J.D. Drew, goodbye, 2-zip. Okay, let's move to the third. Albert Pujols, bases loaded, extra bases. Everyone's coming home, 3-run double. It is 5-zip, 6-zip for Big Mac with Edmonds aboard. Gone. Not Acevedo's night. 8-zip. Didn't get fun for the Reds till the 6th. Junior with a man aboard, the conventional way out of the park for his 17th large win, 8-2. Jose Rijo had a good 6th. Not a good 7th. Jim Edmonds with the 4th Cardinal homer of the night. How about we go for 5? Pitcher Mike Matthews with the first of his career. Clark and Dunn would add 9th inning homers, but the Reds lose 11-6.
He's been pretty good at hitting his spots, and he just didn't at all. And the more he missed his spots, the more he, you know, got a little hyper and tried to throw a little harder and miss some more spots. So it's things you have to learn here.
You know, on this level, you got to be consistent, try to keep the ball down. And
Monday night's 11-inning victory became official today when Major League Baseball rejected the Cardinals' protest of that game. The protest was lodged following a 9th-inning collision between St. Louis second baseman Fernando Vina and Reds base runner Wilton Guerrero, which allowed the tying run to score. Well, there would be no protesting the pitching performance tonight of young Lance Davis. However, Lyle Odeline, different story. That's iffy. The Columbus Blue Jackets captain throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Fortunately, his services were not needed tonight. Juan Castro pressed into the start at third base. Dimitri Young, injured hammy, didn't play tonight. Nice play on the J.D. Drew bunt, but later in the first inning, the Cardinals get on the board on an Albert Pujols ground out. 1-0 St. Louis in front. But in the second, the Reds notched all the offense they would get. Lance Davis, RBI single into left, scoring Jason LaRue, ties the game up at 1. Later in the frame with the bases loaded, Adam Dunn thinking grand slam, but instead, RBI fielder's choice, 4-6, Pokey Reese erased. Juan Castro scores, 2-1, Cincinnati in front. And then Junior, showing that hammy is feeling better, beats out an infield single, which allows Lance Davis to score. Scoring complete, Reds lead 3-1. Junior chuckling his speed down the line.
Yeah, top of the 5th now, same score. Lance Davis striking out Mike Matheny. He gets none of that in the inning. Top 7th, man on first, Jim Edmonds. And solid to left, but Adam Dunn, rangy, going back, and you'll go down. Next batter, Mark McGuire. Davis pops him out to shallow center, getting out of the jam. Big Mac 0 for 4 at the dish tonight. Top of the 8th now. Albert Pujols up, 2 on, 2 out. Line drive to left, Ruben Rivera. Oh, give me that. Great catch, and you'll go down and like it. Reds win. Reds win. The final score of 3-1.
Final score, as Damon said, 3-1, Cincinnati victorious tonight. Lance Davis, 7 innings, 2 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Junior, a couple of hits and an RBI for Cincinnati. It is 2 wins in the 3 games for St. Louis, and the series will wrap up with a 4-game. The 4-game series will wrap up, tomorrow afternoon. Elmer descends.
Hot topic, the Reds, who cooled off the hottest team in baseball this week. This guy must have had kick me on his back. This is Cardinals pitcher Bud Smith, roughed up to the tune of 12 hits. Here's Pokey. This is the second inning, and this is the first of 12 Reds runs today. The Reds had 18 hits in all this afternoon. Sean Casey didn't wait long to get in on the act. In the Reds' third, this knock brings Jr. home. It's 2-zip now. The Cardinals came into Cincinnati on Monday on an 11-game winning streak. The Reds won 3 of 4.
Yeah, well, they swept us last time we were there, so we figured when they come to our place, we took 3 to 4. It was nice.
In the fourth, here's Griffey, and this is one of his 4 hits today, a long double. And this gets Adam Dunn home, no problem. You know what Griffey has his average up to right now? 280. Moore Jr., he had this in the 8th when the Reds put a 5 spot up. There it goes, number 18. Not inconceivable that Jr. could wind up with 25 of these before it's all over. Even Reese got in on that. Same inning, and he launches this, his 8th. 12 runs, 18 hits. Elmer DeSense throws 2 hit ball for 6 innings to get the win. 12-2 is the final. Reds beat the Cardinals this afternoon.
I was struggling as far as the long season, but we're out of it. But we can spoil it for some other teams. So
in an 11-game winning streak. Are you kidding me? Jr. driven. That Bud's for you. Double for Griffey. He'd scored a Casey double, and it's 2-0 Reds. Bud Smith came in with some gaudy numbers, but this wasn't his best. Bottom 4, Reds are up 4-zip. Dunn's on first. That is crushed. Edmonds can't get there. Dunn's going to score. Griffey's going to take second. He's going to try to get into third. Edmonds throws in, and we got our man at third. Tagged by Pujols. Double for Jr. Reds are up 5-zip.
And speaking of Albert Pujols, this is your National League Rookie of the Year as of right now, and this is home run number 30. First rookie to hit 30 homers since Nomar in 1997. First National League rookie since Piazza in 93. And he's now got 69 extra base hits. That's the Cardinals' rookie record.
Guess who wasn't done? Kenneth. 18th of the year. He went 4 for 5. He was a triple shy of the cycle. The Reds win it by a final score of 12-2. So Junior's average now up to about 291 on the season. You ever think the way he started, he'd be up to 300?
Boy, he's swinging it pretty well. When he's going to all fields like that, that's when you know he's really swinging it well.
Reese also leaves. Sean Casey drives in his 81st, and there's those Bud Smith's numbers. He gets into the 6th.